Hola clase, yo soy la señora Brown, and I want to talk to you today about accent marks. I asked you guys the other day to go through the instructions on how to type accent marks because they're very, very important. But I'm just going to show you a little video today to explain to you why they're so important and give you some examples. First of all, these are the accented letters in Spanish. A, E, I, O, U. Those are the vowels. This one right here is an N with a tilde on top. The little squiggly line is called a tilde. And this enye sort of sounds like the nya in Kenyan. So that's what that is. It's called an enye with a tilde on top. And then over here, you've got an upside down question mark and an upside down exclamation mark. It's important that you know how to type these because sometimes on your quizzes, especially if the computer grades a quiz, it's going to expect it to be spelled correctly, which includes these accent marks. And if the accent mark's missing, it might count your answer wrong because a missing or incorrectly typed accent mark can totally change the meaning of a word, and you don't want that. So let me give you an example first of the reason that we have upside down question marks and exclamation marks at the beginning of Spanish sentences. This is one reason that I like to explain why it's a good idea not to forget them. These two sentences, as you can see here, te gusta bailar, that's just a regular statement with the period at the end. That means you like to dance. Just a statement, you like to dance. But then this second sentence, the words are exactly the same, but the punctuation is different. And this is a question that's asking, do you like to dance? So you see the difference here. The question marks tell me that it's a question and that I need to read it in my head as a question. Because if I start the beginning of this sentence and I try to just read it like a regular statement, te gusta bailar, oh, that wasn't a regular sentence. I need to read that in my head as a question. It's not you like to dance. I need to read that as do you like to dance? I hope this is making sense. So at the beginning of the question, the upside down question mark just lets us know I need to read that as a question in my head. Same thing with the upside down exclamation mark. You know before you start reading it that it's going to be an exclamatory sentence. Okay. Now, here's an example, one of many examples why it's important not to forget your accent marks. These two sentences are exactly the same, except for one little mark over this A. Let me see if I can figure out where my camera is, how it's going. Over this A here. The first sentence says, mi papa se llama Bob. The second sentence says, mi papa se llama Bob. Same sentence except for the accented A there. Well, let me tell you the difference between these two sentences. The first one says, my father's name is Bob. The second sentence says, my potato's name is Bob. Okay? So you see why it's important to use an accent mark in the correct spot? Because just that missing accent can totally change the meaning of the sentence. You don't mean to call your potato Bob. Your father is Bob. Okay? So, again, make sure in your notebook you have written down the instructions for how to type those accent marks. And when you are writing down your vocabulary words from your class in Access, you need to make sure that you are really paying attention to where those accents go and copying them down correctly so that you know how to use them in the right spot. Muy bien? All right. Adios.